But then God anoints this guy named Moses, who has a stuttering problem. And he tells Moses, I want you to go tell Pharaoh, let my people go. And the conundrum was, God was telling Moses to use what he had a handicap with. First thing you need to understand is, do not allow what you consider to be a limitation to limit you. Because what is a limitation unto you is the very thing that God will anoint to use for the next level of your assignment. Because Moses' problem was talking. He had a stuttering problem. And God says, I want you to go talk. Well, God, why wouldn't you tell Moses to go fight? Because clearly we know that Moses was a great fighter, because there's a story in the Old Testament that when he was walking through the chambers, he saw an Egyptian beating up an Israelite, and the Bible says that Moses attacked the Egyptian and killed him. So we know that Moses had hands, y'all. Y'all don't hear what I'm saying? He had straight up hands. He knew what to do with his hands. Why would God tell him not to use his hands? Don't go in and fight, Moses. I want you to go in and talk. Why would you, God, tell me to use the area where I'm weakest at? I said, God, what are you saying? Because I questioned God too. I said, God, we see clearly that Moses wasn't afraid to fight. So being that his people are now being held captive, that's the perfect time to fight. So why wouldn't you call him to go in and fight, but you tell him to go in and talk? And the Lord said to me, because I wanted the results to be so mind-blowing and so out of the norm that nobody could get the glory but me. Moses could not get the glory for talking because he didn't know how to talk. He had a speech impediment. So it couldn't have been Moses' vernacular or his vocabulary that got Pharaoh to do what God said. It had to be that God anointed what Moses considered to be a weakness, what Moses considered to be a flaw, what Moses considered to be something that was useless. God used that for his glory. What are you saying, overseer? I'm here to tell you that what you think is an impediment, what you think is useless, what you think is your weakness is the very thing, I'm talking to you prophetically, that God is going to use to catapult you into the next season of your life.